Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Welcome to Mystic Carbon Goddess. And I am here at 4 a.m. Monday morning, April the 25th. And I was in bed doing research. Yes, I do research until I fall asleep. And I came across something that really touched my spirit. And when I say touch my spirit, meaning a lot of people don't think it's going to happen, but it will. But before I get into that, I want you to grab your slippers, your tea, your drink, whatever you need to make you comfortable in the environment you're in, and join me back here in a couple of seconds. All right. I'm back, and I hope you are as well. Okay, so I'm going to play this video. It's not that long. It's only like 12 minutes. And I promise you, you need to watch this. This is a must watch. It is imperative. And share it. It don't have to be from off of my channel. You know, you can go to the person channel that I'm sharing it from and share it from there. Just share it. Even if you have to speak it, just share it. You know, but wait to the last minute trying to knock on people's doors that been saving food and thinking they're going to give you their food, because it's not going down. Some people already, they got together and talked about it, you know, because a lot of you guys are just catching this kind of late, you know, which, you know, hey, that's just how it is, right? All right, so let me share my screen. Share, share, share. It says extra camera. That must be new on this device, but let's not mess with that. I am not all that savvy with. Nope. Sorry, I gotta take it off because I didn't add auto. Sorry, I didn't add auto. This last minute. All right, now the audio. So normally, you guys know certain videos I go back and forth. I'm not gonna go back and forth. I'm just gonna let this play out because this video consists of not needing no interruptions. whatsoever. And sorry, trying to clear my screen. I'm sorry, guys. All right, let me hide that. And, okay, wait, one more thing. I gotta make sure. Oop, 4 and then it's 25. Sorry, y'all. I be keeping track of time. Certain things, times and dates. Sorry, it's picking with me now. So this is bull crap. It's like the government like deliberately picks with me, like knowing that I want to screenshot that. It's retarded. Sorry, I had to screenshot it. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to screenshot it. When I see numbers repeatedly, I'll stop everything. Okay. All right. So I want to make sure I can see myself on here because I don't want you guys to miss it. And then I will have to do the video over. While I'm looking for, I gotta look for the channel. I can talk. And what I would like to say is, I pray that you all are safe. You know, you got to start getting close to your neighbors. You're not cool with them, got to start. And the ones that's not all right, you don't have to deal with them, but try to get to know them. And if you don't like their energy, then just distance yourself. I've been doing that, and trust me, today I was nice enough to. My neighbors said that they was grilling, and I said, "Oh goodness, my grill is in Florida in storage, and I don't want to get uh, a grill until I get the patio done in the kitchen. So, because I want to put a grill out there in the bar. So I'm like, okay, well, they're barbecuing. I'll just, you know, give them a bag of shrimp, and I want to eat shrimp fried rice with it. So I'll buy a large rice, which he end up buying a rice. But a whole bag of shrimps, mind you, those shrimps that I paid for was $40. This nigga put three on a stick, which I paid for the sticks too. You know, I bring what I need to a party, you know, and or a gathering, whatever. And I got a plate of rice and like 12 shrimps out of all those shrimps. And this nigga takes my shrimp, makes his girlfriend three plates, puts it in a car. I'm like, hold up. If I'm by myself and I bought a bag of shrimp, jumbo, okay, sticks, shish kabosh sticks. I bought my own wine to drink on. I wasn't sharing that. And I bought one large rice. And you tell me I get one plate and your girl didn't give up a dime for nothing and she get three plates. I said, oh, I started to make a scene, but I'm not like that. I'm the type, if I can get out of that situation peacefully, best believe I won't be in that situation again because I would never give that person again. I would never be nice to that person again. You know what I mean? You'll get respect like a high and a buy, and that's about it. You'll get a conversation long as you stay in your lane. Other than that, I would never like give them anything. I wouldn't care if they was hungry. That's how I roll, you know. So you want to be deceitful over food, and then on top of that, his girlfriend didn't even come to the door and say, "Well, thank you very much. That was so nice of you." Nothing. I'm like, "Whoa, wow." But okay, I gained uh, three new people, and they were showing me pictures of work, which they do carpentry. They build and stuff like that. So they're going to do my patio, and they're going to do work in my house. So look how that worked out. But as a neighbor, I wouldn't deal with him like that. He'll get a high and a buy, if that. You feel me? Because for real, I don't even want to say nothing to them because I that's just how I roll, and I don't have to talk to nobody. The fuck, I mean, excuse me. What you gonna do? Make me? But I'm just saying, I use that as a metaphor, a realistic metaphor. Okay, just fill out your neighbors now, because when it comes to that survival savage thing, you won't have an inkling of how these people really are, because they're going to turn on you to feed their family. They're going to rob the stores first. Then they're going to turn around. They're going to rob the elderly people that live alone. Then they're going to target the women who live alone. And then, of course, the family is going to be last because they're family. They're not by themselves. So that's how their rotation is going to go. And any disabled people that live by themselves. So the disabled and the elderly are going to be on that hit list first. So, yeah, so that's one neighbor I wouldn't help. So I've been scoping out my neighbors, and there's already 4 people on my block. I wouldn't give a damn if they ate or not, and that's real. And at the end of the day, when it comes to survival like this, is either me or them. So that's how we're gonna play that game. I've been growing, trying to, and I think I need to get up on my game, like for real. But yeah, to this video, you guys. Let me see, because I'm gonna mute myself. Wait a minute. Let me mute myself. See y'all guys in 12 minutes, okay?
April the 24th, 2022. Guys, you're looking at a notification that came out 4 days ago, April the 20th, from the FBI, and it's a private industry notification. And it's from this Federal Bureau of Investigation / Cyber Division. And again, it's a private industry notification. It says the following information is being provided by the FBI with no guarantees or warranties for potential use as a sole discretion of recipients to protect against cyber threats. The data is provided to help cybersecurity professionals and system administrators guard against the persistent malicious actions of cyber actors. Now, a few weeks ago, I did a video about Union Pacific, the railroad industry, shutting down the grains going to the cattle industry and the poultry industry and the pig industry, all of that, and the grain. And then last week we did one that are shutting down again, Union Pacific is shutting down the fertilizer shipments during spring planting, and there more than likely will not be any for the rest of the season. And the ones that they have ordered, the farmers and big industries that have pre-ordered for the spring planting, there's going to be major delays. You know that if Union Pacific is shutting things down, more than likely it's coming from the Department of Transportation. Now, the reason I'm doing this video is because I found this link. Now, they're not talking about here the 12 plants in the U.S. and Canada recently that have been burned or destroyed. These are major distribution food centers, okay? They're warning about cyber attacks to the same industry. Now, I guess if a plant was going to get burned down or an explosion happened or something like that, it could very well be a cyber attack, shutting down a cooling system or something, whatever. But they don't mention this in the article. They mention the cyber threat. It says ransomware attacks on agricultural cooperatives. Now, again, this is still the FBI article, but there's other reports out about the 12 industries, U.S. and Canada, that have been burned or destroyed. Big plants. We're talking about starvation worldwide, by the way. It says ransomware attacks on the agricultural cooperatives potentially timed to critical seasons. That's what I'm talking about. They're talking about cyber threats, and I'm talking about DOT shutting down the critical season of fertilizer and grain. But the summary says the FBI is informing food and agricultural sector partners that ransomware actors may be more likely to attack agricultural cooperatives during critical planting and harvest seasons. disrupting operations. So is this a throw off for blame, causing financial loss and negatively impacting the food supply chain? It's the plan worldwide. The FBI noted ransomware attacks during these seasons against 6 grain cooperatives during the fall of 2021 harvest and 2 attacks in early 2022 that could impact the planting season by disrupting the supply of seeds and fertilizer. Cyber actors may perceive cooperatives as lucrative targets with a willingness to pay due to the time-sensitive role that they play in the agricultural production. Although ransomware attacks against the entire farm-to-table spectrum of the FA sector occur on a regular basis, the number of cyber attacks against these co-ops during the key season is notable. Now, let me back up. They're saying ransomware attacks against the entire farm to table. Whose table? Yours. The spectrum of the FA occurs on a regular basis, but now the increase is notable. According to a February 2022 joint cybersecurity advisory authored by the cybersecurity authorities in the U.S., Australia, and the United Kingdom, ransomware tactics and techniques continue to evolve in 2021. Sophisticated, high-impact ransomware incidents against critical infrastructure organizations increase globally. That's what I'm saying, guys. This is spreading very quickly. Next winter, if you think this one they were calling a dark winter, if you're not planting food and preserving it right now, you're going to be in the starvation zombie category. The FBI, the Cybersecurity and the Infrastructure Security Agency, the CISA, and the NSA observed incidences involving ransomware against 14 of the 16 U.S. critical infrastructure sectors, including FA, that's the farming industry, the defense industrial base, emergency services, government facilities, and information technology sectors. So you see what's being attacked. Do you understand who's really attacking it? I hope you do. Continuing in their article, it says a significant disruption of grain production could impact the entire food chain. Now, where is this significant disruption of the grain production coming from? Whoever is commanding Union Pacific. It says, since grain is not only consumed by humans, but also used by animal feed, as we talked about a couple of weeks ago, in addition, a significant disruption of grain and corn production could impact commodities trading and stocks, collapsing the dollar. An attack that disrupts processing at a protein or dairy facility can quickly result in spoiled products and have cascading effects down to the farm level as animals cannot be processed. We're looking at the destruction of the world food system. I hope you know who is in control of this earth, but not in control of our destiny. In March 2022, a multi-state grain company suffered a Lockbit 2.0 ransomware attack. In addition to grain processing, the company provides seeds, fertilizer, and logistics services, which are critical during the spring planting season. Who do you think's running this? Who do you think says you will have nothing and you will like it? In February 2022, a company providing feed milling and other agricultural services reported 2 instances in which an unauthorized actor gained access to some of its systems and may have attempted to initiate a ransomware attack. The attempts are detected and stopped before encryption occurred. Now, the reason, again, I'm going to go back to an article. You can read the entire thing. And I think it has everything to do with this FBI statement. Now, this is on Zero Hedge. It says the FBI warnings come as nearly 24 food processing facilities across Canada and the U.S. have experienced a string of fires, plane crashes, and explosions. The 911 of the food supply. The most recent incidents were fires at 2 Oregon-based food processing plants. The first Monday night, a fire destroyed Azure Standards joint headquarters and warehouse facilities. The second was an explosion on Tuesday at Shear's food plants. And this article goes on to mention that internet sleuths pierced together a compilation of headlines showing a spat of fires at food processing plants across the country in the last year or so. Guys, we know what's happened in the last year or so. It says Bonanza Meat Company building fire on Paseo Drive near downtown El Paso. You can read this list. Go there, pull it up. You may can get some more information. I will link to it, but Zero Hedge, Commodities, FBI warns imminent cyber attack. Cattle rescued after fire destroys the meat market. Large fire at Tyson Poultry Mill plant in Huntsville, Alabama. Tyson's the largest. Fire causes over $100,000 in damages at the San Antonio food processing plant. Fire ravages Macron potato processing plant in Belfast, Maine. Guys, all of a sudden, the trains can't ship grain, can't ship fertilizer, and all the plants are being burned down. Are you prepared? You know, I've talked about it for a long time. We sell survival food on our website, of course, but I've talked about you building a garden, planting a garden. It's going to go back to the survival of the fittest, and it will be the ones who will get up off the couch, do what they have to do. I don't care if you got to dig up your whole backyard. Don't cut your water line. Plant a garden. Plant a garden. Help your neighbors if they need to do it. It says multiple alarm fire at food processing operation in Hamilton Mountain. Fire erupts at meat processing facility in Lackawanna County. Crews battle a major fire at Cobb County Meat Company. Fire shuts down Nebraska JBS beef plant. Massive fire at Salinas food processing plant contained evacuations lifted. Explosion causes fire at Oregon potato chip plant. Fire destroys Deli Star meat plant in St. Clair County. Wisconsin River Meats say portion of the Mileston plant a total loss after fire. Fire shuts down Hot Pockets plants in Jonesboro. Memphis Fire Department responds to third alarm fire at Kellogg's Company. Explosion and fire reported at Cargill Nutrina Feed Mill. Multiple alarm fire at food processing operation Hamilton Mountain. And just 2 days ago, a plane crashed, missing barely a General Mills plant. Can you believe what you're seeing? None of us want to believe it. And I'd rather talk. It's Sunday. It's a beautiful day, beautiful weather. Rather talk about something else. But and a lot of you are like me. You know the information, and you're kind of constantly searching for more information when you have time to sit down and do that. And sometimes you'll find a little bit that will drive that nail in the coffin a little bit deeper into sense that you know now you have to prepare. You do not want to become a member of the zombie food line. We're watching this, guys. It's a heads up, be safe. Again, I just wanted to pound that nail just a little deeper to remind you of where we are at and that when it collapses, it's going to be overnight. And then it's too late. We're watching it, guys. You watch it. It's a heads up, be safe.
Leonardo da Vinci seems to have encrypted the Great Pyramid of...
Yeah, guys. So if you didn't get anything out of that, I don't know what to tell you. And it's scary. Like, that's not good. And I've been hearing through the research that these people are being paid, these farmers are being paid billions of dollars to destroy their crops. Like, I just don't understand, like, do they really think that it's not going to be a consequence? Like, what makes you think in your right mind that Mother Earth is going to allow this? I mean, I just don't get it. But this video been long. Okay, I think I have like 5 more minutes, 4 more minutes. Okay, because I want to make it a 30-minute video. I didn't even want to make it this long, but I just had to get my little story. People like, oh, you always putting yourself in this and that. Well, I can relate. I mean, I don't understand people. Oh, well, don't tell me nothing if you can't experience it, if you haven't never experienced it, blah, blah, blah. Well, I'm somebody who's been through a lot of things, and I don't look like my story. So, yes, I have lots of stories, and yes, I can relate to a lot of things and people, but y'all got to come together with your neighbors that you click with, you know. Everybody had their click, and pay attention to the red flags. Right now is not the time to ignore those red flags because people are going to act like they like you just to rob you and to see what you have in your home and all kinds of things. So just be careful, guys, okay? Um, what else? Uh, if you're not right within, I recommend you do that. I really do. If you're not right, get right. Work on self. And something big is supposed to be happening, an eclipse on the 30th. And it was told not to look at the sun, but because it's going to bring chaos, things like that. So I recommend don't look at it either. Hopefully, um, I'll be in a meditative or at least a relaxed mode when this um, new energy comes. So enjoy it, embrace it, don't take advantage of it, don't abuse it. And like I always say, what is life without love and laughter? And give yourself a hug if you can't get one from anyone else, whether it's a teddy bear, a pillow, or whatever. Okay? So, y'all all stay safe out here. And I am tired, but I have to go to my other channel and post this video. Not this video, but the video I played for you guys off of the real BP Earthwatch. Check them out, guys. If you having some good stuff on this channel. All right, stay safe now. Guys, stay safe.